Hey, welcome back, guys. Today in the garage, we're just gonna take it easy tonight, Friday night. So, you know, if you've seen yesterday's video, I did end up getting the liner cleaned up for the driver's side wheel well. Put that all back in, and it went pretty good, pretty smooth. Uh, I cleaned up the back side of the wheel because a lot of undercoat was sprayed in there. So what I use is steel wool, but it's the 0000 steel wool. It's very fine. You can get it from Home Depot or Canadian Tire or something, probably there. And you just like spray some spray nine on the affected part. If there's undercoat or something on the inside of the wheel, you can use that uh, double lot steel wool, they call it, and it doesn't really damage anything on the inside of the wheel. I wouldn't use it on the outside of the wheel for anything. That's I wouldn't take any chances on that because you're dealing with clear coat out here. So just on the inside, if it's a lot of dirt and crap, you can't get off. So, but today I got, of course, my favorite drink here, Guinness, and I got my father's old mug. I don't know if you can. Well, once I get the beer in it, you'll be able to see the name on it probably. Yeah, so just dump that in and grab yourself a beer out of your own fridge or whatever you want to do, or maybe you're drinking a coffee right now. Who knows? You could be. Some people drink coffee after supper. Get all that beer out of there. Set that down. So just tonight's just relaxing, just like a little story night. Sort of some of the old Vega stories I got. That experiences I had with that car. So we'll get into one here in a second here. Yeah. So the first one, if we go in kind of an order, it was probably in the fall of '77. So I'll show you a picture here what the car looked like. I would say this would be early summer '77. Uh, I'm not sure. I was maybe getting tired of the white stripe on it, and I wanted to see if I could lay out flames. That's what I did. I laid out flames just on the fender, on both tops of the fenders. Maybe I was just getting bored, and I did that. Doesn't really go with the stripe, but anyway, this is me and my old buddy Wayne. We're working on the car here. Uh, on the 283 small block, we're adjusting the rockers to get those set right because it's just a fresh build. The engine was just built and newly installed in the Vega there. So we're just getting that set up. So that's what it looked like in the summer of '77. Now, in the fall, I would say, I think it was around September. Yeah, it was probably around September. Anyway, so and I pick up my friend there, Pat, old Pat Hanlon there. He rode with me sometimes in the car, you know. I pick him up at his house, and he lived off of Maple Street. I think he was on Rose Street there. I pick him up. It's dark by that point. I would say it's probably around, we're late September, so it's probably edging on 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night, I guess. But so I pick him up and we head over to Westfall, and we go down Main Street. Everything's fine. Uh, well, as we're driving there, we did share a doobie, so we were we were pretty relaxed. We had no worries in the world. We were just relaxed, and So we come down Main Street and we make a right there where McDonald's is, right there. Make right there. We go down. You get your KFC on the right there. Everybody knows that. And then we make a right there. We go down a little bit, and then we want to make a left into the mall area. The first left you can make into that mall area. So we stop, and I pull the car over a bit to the center line quite a bit, you know, waiting to turn left because there's 2 or 3 cars coming. And all of a sudden, kabam! We drove up the street, probably about 30 feet. I tell you, if that don't kill a buzz, you know, nothing will. That just made you sober up some quick. That did. So I look back, I see this. I don't know what it was. Maybe a 1975 Dodge Dart. I'm guessing that's probably what the year was. Anyway, this girl, she had a couple friends in with her, and we didn't have cell phones back in 1977, of course, but she must have been gabbering to her friends, and she didn't see me. She just drove full on at 30 miles an hour, whatever, slammed into the back of the Vega and creamed me. I got out of the car. I walked back to her, and she was crying and everything. She goes, "My dad's gonna kill me." Yeah. Okay. I said, "You don't roll that window up right now, I'm gonna kill you." So anyway, we had to get the vehicle towed back. Actually, I think I actually drove it back the way it was. I drove it back. The police showed up, and all the insurance stuff changed hands. Allstate got involved, and anyway, I ended up putting basically a whole new back end on it. And they covered it. The insurance company covered it. But I'll show you what it looked like, and you tell me. But this is a lot of damage. You'll see my old Volkswagen in the background, the one I chopped. Chopped it down. There, if that'll focus for you, that just creamed the back of that car. Folded both quarter panels right around, touching the wheels. I made it home, but I wasn't too far from home, being it was only at 80 Woodland Avenue. So that was a major rebuild. A lot of people told me to scrap it and just go and buy yourself another Vega and do it all over. And I thought, nah. I got two new fenders put on the back and new back valance, the new under valance, new bumper, everything. So it came out pretty good. And this is a picture not long after with the whole car rebuilt. And this was candy apple red. I believe this was candy apple red. Yeah. Yeah. The first color it might have been candy apple red. Maybe this was vermilion red. Chevrolet vermilion red, it was called. It was a really nice color. Anyway, that's what it looked like. So it went like that, fine, for 1978. I was riding it around like that, looking like that. And then we had an incident. Again, it was Pat Hanlon in the car with me again. What happened there was it was inexperience on my part. I removed all the mechanism. The hood on the car lifted this way, so away from the windshield, and all that mechanism, the hinges and stuff. I had removed all that, and I went with hood pins. Actually, did I have 5? I think I had 5 hood pins, if I remember correctly. I'll have a look here at this picture, but I think maybe it was only 4. Yep. Yeah, I think it's only 4. Anyway, I had 4 hood pins to start, So two in the back were mounted firmly on the stock, metal uh, by the firewall. They were, thick metal. The car's metal. The front ones I had to make myself. So angle metal, but the metal I used was too thin. It was I don't know what gauge it was. Say if you for sheet metal, body metal, say you're using 20 or something like that, or 18 or whatever. That it might have been 18, or it might have been close to 16. It was fairly thick, but not real thick. And so that was on the front, two hood pins on each side. So one night, uh, we were riding, me and Pat, and we were trying to meet up with some friends or something like that. And we heard they were at the, I think it was a Pizza Hut back in the day. It was sort of right off Main Street where Sam's Fish and Chips is now, if you know where that area is. Yeah, but beside Harvey's. So we thought we'd try to catch up to them. So we went over there, and they said, "Oh no, those guys just left. They just blasted by. They're going down past Micmac, and they're going over to, I don't know if it was someplace in Burnside or where they were going, but we were trying to catch up. We are going to go catch up to them. So we went out back onto the highway, and we're blasting down the highway and coming up by the exit to Micmac Mall. We're coming from Westfall, and we blast by the exit for Micmac, and I think we're about halfway between that exit and the exit you use to go to the airport. And we were probably closer to the exit at the airport anyway. And I was boogieing pretty good. I was, I don't know. I was doing about 80 miles an hour at least. I don't know what that works out in kilometers, but that's pretty fast. And all of a sudden, the whole hood came whack, smash, and the windshield shattered. Luckily, I don't remember any glass coming in. There might have been a bit, but it didn't get her in her eyes or nothing like that. And it just smacked it with just a loud crash. And Pat there in the passenger, he goes, "Can't see, Ronnie, we can't see." I said, "That's all right. I'll just look out the window like this. Just look out the window. We'll be all right. I'll slow her down." Anyway, I put in a claim to Allstate Insurance. Didn't they cover it? Brand new windshield, brand new hood, brand new hood scoop. So I put a snorkel, and I put in a snorkel on it, and then of course changing it to the color black eventually. So that was another adventure there. So yeah, there's been many adventures in that car. Uh, but as far as accidents go, I guess that would be the most severe. That other than getting rear-ended, that was a major one, I guess. And then the hood coming up like that's pretty dangerous stuff on the highway to happen. So maybe I'll think up there'll be some more stories coming too. But like I imagine all you guys got stories about your different cars you had. Things that you went through, things that have happened. On the road, and maybe left you stranded there for a while, and you had to call for assistance and help. But it happens. It happens, and it always will happen. Cars will break down, and or people will be inattentive and run right into you. It's going to happen. But for now, we'll just cheers to everybody out there, and relax Friday night now, and take it easy, and pop back in the garage tomorrow. I might be doing something different. I might actually be nosing the Sonata in a little bit, The weather's going to be warmer tomorrow. I'm looking to clean the throttle body on the Sonata. Maybe symptoms of a sticky throttle body is the plate in there is sticking a bit. So it wouldn't hurt to just get in there and clean that out. So that might be tomorrow's video. I don't know. But until we meet again, guys, like I say, like each and every one of you, to stay safe out there. You know what I mean. Thunder, road,